Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gorlock Sports Network. My name is Kellen Formanek, and thank you so much for tuning in. It's Game 5 of the Webster Invitational as the Milwaukee School of Engineering Raiders will face off against the Hanover College Panthers. Milwaukee coming off a win against Oshkosh, some late game dramatics, and a 4-run 7th. Lifted them to a 7-5 victory over the 24th ranked Oshkosh. That one's lifting in the air into right center. And catch is made. They were the Titans, excuse me. Quick out. There's one away for A.J. Lay. On the mound for Hanover, Dylan Lloyd. Started 2 games so far this season. The sophomore has given up 7 earned runs over 7 2/3 innings. Started quite a few games as a freshman last year. 46 innings on the mound to have a 7.24 ERA. 45 punch-outs on the year. If this is your first game today tuning in, it's a nice sunny day here in Sauget, Illinois. Wind blowing out from left field. First day here at Arsenal Ballpark where the wind has blown towards right field. It's usually been from center or out to left. And there's a one going down looking. Lloyd picks up a backwards K, and there's 2 gone. Raiders looking to not go down 1-2-3. Jake Frakes steps up. First pitch hits him. Clipping the top of his cleat. And Milwaukee will have a base runner.
The first baseman, number 33, Camden Hoyer.
The baton handed off to the cleanup man, Camden Hoyer. Hoyer's had himself a weekend. Went 3 for 5 against Webster with 3 RBIs and opened up the scoring for Milwaukee with a solo shot in the 4th against Oshkosh as he takes a big cut, but no dice. Caught flat-footed, and he's out. Frakes takes 1 step too far, and it's an unorthodox 1-2-3 for Dylan Lloyd as we head to the bottom of the first. Score 0-0. Hanover putting up a scoreless frame. The home team this afternoon. Leading things off will be Alec Yuskowicz. First pitch up high. Alec, in his game yesterday against Oshkosh, hit a 2-run bomb. He takes a big cut and a miss. Second homer of the year. He's just a freshman. Hanover lost some key players in the lineup. All to graduation. Reed Douglas, Jake Daneman, and Sam Perkins all gone. Two fouled off. Douglas last season batted .291. Slugged just under 500. Daneman batted .290. 8 swipe bags on the year. Perkins also batting in the 280s. A low slugging, but a high on base percentage, .412 on base. So the Panthers with a new lineup this year. Trying to pick up where they left off last year. There's a roller over to second. Throw to one is in time. A nice pick by Hoyer.
Now batting, third baseman, number 6, Trey Pippinger.
One gone for Pippinger. Went hitless against the Titans, but got on twice via walk. Takes a big hack. Williamson sitting in the the low 90s. Eric, the same as Dylan, over the low sample size to start the year, has struggled. Coming into this one with 8 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 earned runs. But he has picked up 9 Ks. Looking for his 10th on the season with this third baseman. Down the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. Hanover rocking the baby blues this afternoon. Milwaukee switching out their previous jerseys with the bright red ones. We're wearing the whites against Oshkosh just an hour ago. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's a punch out for Williamson, and there's 2 gone.
Center fielder, number 12, Jack Schaefer.
92 on the gun. Last chance on the inning, Jack Schaefer. First pitch. In there. Another cut and a miss. Williamson up in the count, 0-2. Erica Jr. started 3 games last season with Hanover. Going 16 1/3. Only giving up 8 runs. And he picks up a backwards K. Back-to-back punch-outs for Eric Williamson. As he sits down the side, we head to the top of the second. Score remains 0-all. Camden Hoyer gets a new set of downs after the Raiders got picked off at first in the top of the frame. It's been getting hotter here in Sauget. Early morning started out around 45 degrees. We're going to see at least mid-60s. And if you know anything about East St. Louis, the wind certainly making it a bit colder out there. Well, your foul tips, staying alive. Well, you're back at first for game 3 for Milwaukee. There's a nice take. Count twos across the board. And it hits him. A hit by pitch puts the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Ben Sullivan.
Next up will be Ben Sullivan taking his first at-bat of the Webster Invitational. First pitch he sees, sends it into center. Only a few steps for Schaefer out there, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2, Jordan Skomar.
With one gone, up steps Skolmar. In this game against Webster, Jordan went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Helping inch Milwaukee closer to a perfect invitational. As that one's laced into left for a base hit. It will get down in a tough spot all the way in the corner. Both runners advance. And it's a double for Jordan Skolmar.
Now batting, third baseman, number 1, Charlie Kloss.
Just finding an excellent spot in the outfield grass. So Hoyer now just 90 feet away. Infield closing in for Charlie Kloss. First pitch down the gut. Another one near that same spot. Count 0-2 to the third baseman. In their game against Webster, Charlie picked up the most hits of any Raider, going 4 for 5, but finds himself down the count 0-2, and he takes one just outside. The 1-2 inside. Again, nearly clipped him. Warrior got hit by the pitch to start the inning. Standing on third. The 2-2. Foul tipped. Count stays the same. Looper out into left. Will it be deep enough? Hoyer tags up. He'll take off. There will be no play at the plate. And a sac fly from Charlie Kloss puts Milwaukee on the board.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4, Kyle Mayberry.
The inning's still not over as the DH Kyle Mayberry steps in. First pitch taken outside. Mayberry's batted as the DH out of the 8-hole all weekend long. He's put up a very solid bat for the Raiders. The 2-0. Outside. Let's see if Kyle has the green light. He'll take it in the zone. Skolmar over at second. Be running on the crack of the bat. Hitters count to Mayberry. Away for ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 27, Teo Greco.
I'm sure if you're the Panthers, you do not want to resort to your bullpen early. Still got one more game to go against Webster following this matchup. Want to save your best arms for as long as you can. Teo Greco out of the 9-hole. Trying to keep it rolling as he grounds one over to third. Tagging up his base will be Peipinger. That'll end the inning. However, a sac fly from Charlie Kloss puts Milwaukee up 1-0. We'll be right back. Fox Spears to lead off the second. Hanover already playing from behind. They did give up a run, but left two stranded following the sack fly from Charlie. 1-0 popped out of play. Next pitch outside. The Raiders have been putting up crooked numbers late in games. Mentioned earlier that fourth spot they put up in the seventh just an hour ago against Oshkosh. And against the Gorlocks in a back and forth matchup, putting up a 9 spot in the 8th inning, closing it out via mercy rule. Williamson reels back the count, making it full. Here's the payoff, and it's taken outside for ball 4. Spears will take his base.
Now batting, number 25, first baseman, Josh Simpson.
Josh Simpson will be up next. In his 11 appearances last year, Williamson did pick up 12 punch-outs, but also gave up 11 walks and 4 hit by pitches. This year, through just 3 games and 8 innings, a total now 5 walks and 6 hit by pitches. Gave up 3 in his last appearance, going just 1 inning, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned. And 3 batters beaned. The 0-2 does not go around. Simpson went 1 for 4 with an RBI against Oshkosh. Standing in a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Foul back. A lot of well-traveling fans for all these teams here today. I know it's a long drive for many of them. I'm sure the players appreciate the support. Count still 1-2 on Simpson. Puts a charge in that one high in the air, deep right field. And it'll go just a few feet foul of the pole. Again, I'm sure that wind taking a hold of some of these pop flies. But that one nearly had the distance. Simpson not making it easy on Williamson. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3. A backwards K for Eric, and there's 1 gone.
Batting, the designated hitter, number 33, Ben Brittingham.
1 gone for the DH, Ben Brittingham. Drills the first pitch he sees to dead center, but it'll hang up just enough for Franks. Despite giving up the leadoff man, Williamson with 2 outs. We'll try to sit down the Panthers in the second. Keegan goalie. The 0-1. Runner takes off. Hit and run. As that ball finds outfield grass and left. Runner holds up at 2. And the inning will continue.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 42, Jake Ralph.
Spears thought about stretching for third. Elect to stay in scoring position at second. Now up Jake Ralph. First pitch in there. Ralph did not play in the first game of the Invitational against Oshkosh. Still looking for his first hit on the season. Something to the outfield could potentially tie this game up. Spears at 2 will be running off the crack of the bat. The 1-1. A nice block behind the dish by Sullivan. Ralph watches one near his knees. Now at a hitter's count. Trevor Jones, 9-hole, stands on deck. Here it comes. Away for ball 4. And Ducks will be on the pond for shortstop Trevor Jones.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Trevor Jones.
Milwaukee will have a mound visit. Jones last season started most of the games for the Panthers. Had 271, 753 OPS. He had an on-base percentage of .435. He only hit 5 doubles, no other extra base hits. Despite the low slugging percentage, very solid hitter, especially at a premium position like shortstop. So he'll try to tie up this game or more for Hanover. First pitch, downstairs. So far, the senior having a slow start, batting .156 through his first 10 games. Picked up a hit against Oshkosh. The 1-1. Foul tipped. Williamson will try to get out of this one unscathed. The delivery. Fouled off. Jones staying alive in the count. His bases loaded, 2 outs. A 1-run deficit in the second. The pitch. Another one fouled off. Jones not making it easy on Williamson. Already quite a few quality at-bats against Eric through the first 2 frames. Already some action in the Panthers bullpen. But Hanover will get out of it thanks to a backwards K from Williamson. The bases stranded as we head to the top of the third. Score still 1-0 Raiders. Into the third, Christian Bosk at the top of the lineup. Lloyd will face the 1-2-3 of the Raiders order. Only run has come from a sac fly off Charlie Kloss. And that one finds outfield grass. A hard hit through the infield. And the Raiders have their leadoff man on.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 13, A.J. Lay.
Next up be A.J. Lay. Another first pitch swinging, a line out to left. Bosk retreats back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 25, Jake Franks.
Runner takes off. Throw down will not be in time. A good jump by Bosk. Using his legs to put himself in scoring position. The 2-0 delay. Pickoff attempt, no dice. Lloyd just trying to keep him honest over at 2. Bosk has the speed to swipe third, but he'll stay put. 2-0 foul back into the lot. Runner takes off, but the ball gets away. Bosk getting right back up, but he'll stay put at third. So the second run for the Raiders stands 90 feet away. Lay is up in the count 3-0 as well. Let's see if he has the green light. Frank stands on deck. And he will take his base. A 4-pitch walk issued to the left fielder. And there are men on the corners for Jake Franks.
The center fielder, number 25, Jake Franks.
Runner delayed steal. Goalie just trying to keep Bosk over at third. So it's a free base for Lay. Now 2 men are in scoring position for the 3-hole. Fouls one. Foul ground out of play. The 1-1. Hit the other way, a long way to right. And it'll get down and go all the way to the wall. A misplay by Spears out there. Being waved around is Lay. And 2 runs will score on the RBI double from Jake Franks.
Now batting, the catcher. Wait, what? Yeah, the catcher, Ben Sullivan. I thought. Where's Hoyer? Hoyer? Sullivan's up. Okay, Sullivan's up. Where the hell did Hoyer go? I'm lost. Oh, you just go.
Excuse me, that was Hoyer on the RBI double. However, both runs still scoring. It's 3-0 Milwaukee. As the catcher, Ben Sullivan, stepping up to the plate, trying to keep the party going for the Raiders. And what's been an excellent weekend so far for Milwaukee. Mentioned earlier the late game heroics. So far, they're starting this game strong, up 3-0 on Hanover. Panthers are the only team in the Invitational to not make regionals. Milwaukee falling in the regional championship, or regional finals, excuse me, against Belhaven. There's a nice diving catch at short. No, it stays up. Or, excuse me, it bounces off, and it will be an out at first anyway. Runner held up at 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2, Jordan Skolmar.
An awkward play over at short, but either way, Jones gets it done. So there's 2 gone for Skolmar. Ball taken away. Another one, good stop by goalie behind the dish. Still heating up here in Sauget. Not a cloud in the sky. You can smell the bratza cooking here. Pick-off attempt second, no dice. So Skolmar up in the count 3-0. Let's see if he has the green light. No intent on swinging as that one easily finds the zone. Hitters count to Jordan. Just like that, Lloyd bringing it back from 3-0 to full, trying to escape the third with minimal damage. 2 gone, man on second. Here's the payoff. It'll be popped up in foul ground. We'll soar out of play. Great at bat for Skolmar. See if he can make something of it. And he will take his base. A 7-pitch walk for the right fielder.
Now batting, third baseman, number 1.
Passes it off to Charlie Kloss. Hit a sac fly in the last inning to open up the scoring for the Raiders. First pitch, big hack and a miss. The 0-1. Another. Back-to-back whiffs from Charlie, and the count is 0-2. Both runners going on contact. The pitch. Downstairs. Another one coming. In there, strike 3. Dylan Lloyd escapes a jam only after a Camden Hoyer 2 RBI double to right field as we head to the bottom of the third. Score now 3-0 Raiders. Hanover now facing a 3-run deficit in the third. as they go second time through the order, starting with Yuskovic. Freshman in his last game hit his second homer of the year, and he gets hit by the pitch. Speedy man on the paths.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Trey Pippinger.
Now the hot corner Pippinger up next. And a second hit by pitch. Now 2 runners aboard for Hanover.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12, Jack Schaefer.
We talked about it last inning, and the hit by pitch is a big issue for Williamson, especially this season. Coming into this one over 3 games, has hit 6 batters. Now adding a few more. The 0-1 up high. Seeing some action in the Milwaukee bullpen. Despite giving up no runs so far, Williamson in a pretty dire spot in the bottom of the third. 2 men on, still no outs as Schaefer takes a hack at one low and away. And the count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3. It's another backwards K for Eric Williamson. We've seen quite a few
The right fielder, number 0, Fox.
backwards Ks from both pitchers today. And now out of the 4-hole, Fox Spears trying to help his team out. This weekend was originally scheduled for a 1-3-2 format. Instead, all 4 teams playing their 3 games over 2 days. This is a grounder over to second. Could be a double play. Toss to 2 over to first. In time! It's a 4-6-3 to end the inning. And Williamson escapes a huge jam as we head to the top of the 4th. Score remains 3-0. Kyle Mayberry to lead off the fourth. Lloyd entering his fourth inning of work despite giving up 3 runs. 2 in the previous frame. There's been absolutely nothing going on in the Panthers bullpen. Not a soul to be seen. So there's a grounder over to second, throw to 1, bit high but in time.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 27, Teo Greco.
I ended the last thing talking about the format of the Invitational being changed around in the middle of the week due to some weather concerns on Sunday. It's going to be originally 3 games today, 2 on Sunday, 1 on Friday. Instead, 3 Friday, 3 Saturday. So the teams that have to play back-to-back, like the Panthers, really have to worry about that bullpen. I assume that's why they want Lloyd to go as long as possible. I mean, obviously any team wants that, but it's especially important when you're facing a team like the Gorlocks and Milwaukee in back-to-back games. Much like North Park in last weekend's Invitational, Hanover the only team to not make the regionals in 2025. So coming into this one with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. The 3-1 to Greco. In there for a strike, and the count is now full. Clean slate for the 9-hole. No one on, 1 out. Here's the payoff. Sharp grounder over to third. Throw across the diamond is in time. 2 quick outs for Dylan Lloyd.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 20, Christian Boss.
And the Raiders send it to the top of the lineup with Christian Bosk. Scored in the last frame. Trying to keep this inning going as the first pitch curls into the zone for a strike. Wind still blowing out heavily to right field today. So far, players they've been making those pop-ups look easy. The wind added some extra carry. Count 0-2. Hit over to the right side. It'll be down the line fair into the bullpen. Bosk coming in for second. Throw over. Will not be there. And it's a 2-out double from Christian Bosk. He tries to keep the hopes of the scoring streak going for the Raiders. Put up runs in back-to-back frames. And the baton handed off to A.J. Lay. The Arsenal ballpark, the grounders are the ones, anything down the line, really. These open bullpens can be so dangerous for those right fielders. Not sure whether the played back, see if it goes into the corner or if it goes, that bullpen rattles in there. First pitch down the line, fair down the left side this time. Lay gets a 2-out, 2 RBI, or excuse me, a 2-out RBI double. And it's 4-0 Raiders.
Now batting, center fielder, number 25, Jake Franks.
2-out rally continues. Jake Frank steps up to the plate. Another first pitch swing will be popped out of play. Of the players that played against Webster, Franks was the only one to not record a hit, but he drills that one into right. Only a few steps for the right fielder Spears to make that catch. But with 2 outs, A.J. Lay allows Boss to cross on an RBI double as we send to the bottom of the 4th, score 4-0 Raiders. Another run tacked on by the Raiders as Hanover faces a 4-run deficit at the bottom of the 4th. Trying to get something started. Have only gotten 1 hit. Well, Williamson has given up a few free passes. Panthers have been unable to convert on any of their chances. And that'll hit Simpson. It's another hit by pitch from Williamson.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 33, Ben Brittingham.
Williamson struggling with control on that inside part of the plate, especially to righties. He spikes 89 to the turf. The DH Ben Birmingham up next. Pitch in there for a strike. Went 1 for 4 against Oshkosh. On the 1-1, drills that one to right center. He'll now just get over the glove of Bosk. Simpson holds up at 2. And once again, the Panthers will start the inning with 2 men on and no outs. And the backstop, Keegan Goalie up next. Tries to put down a bunt. Lucky didn't pop that one up too high. See if he shows it a bit again. First baseman creeping in. It's another one popped up, but hits the net. So goalie down in the count, 0-2. Back-to-back failed bunts. The freshman still looking for his first collegiate hit. The 0-2. Fouled off. Staying alive, trying to battle back. The 0-2 well away. Nice stop by Sullivan behind the dish. The 1-2 is in there, strike 3. It is another backwards K for Eric Williamson.
Second baseman, number 42, Jacob Ralph.
So many players this game going down looking. First pitch to Ralph will find the zone. Ralph, the second baseman, batting out of the 8-hole. The 0-1 gets past. Both runners will advance. In a tight spot for Williamson. Ralph making his first collegiate start today. Takes a big swing and a miss. This is just the second AB in college for the freshman as he tips one into the mitt for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Eric Williamson. Looking to escape yet another jam. He'll have to face Trevor Jones. Both runners will be going on the crack of the bat. First pitch in there. Chop to the left, or excuse me, the right side foul. Jones down in the count, 0-2. Panthers still yet to get on the board. The pitch to the senior. Hit down the line. What's the call? It'll be foul. Both runners will retreat. Nearly a 2-strike knock for Trevor Jones. Williamson looking for his 3rd straight punch out. He throws one away. It's been some true outcomes for Williamson. He's picked up quite a few Ks and a lot of hit by pitches and walks. But just like that, he strikes out 3 in a row after giving up the first 2 runners. holding the Hanover Panthers scoreless once again as we head to the top of the 5th. Score remains 4-0 Raiders. Camden Hoyer broke open to the 3rd. We'll start off the 5th inning. Raiders up comfortably 4-0, but they love some insurance. Hoyer's had himself one heck of a weekend. Went 3 for 5, 3 RBIs against Webster. Hit a homer in his last game against Oshkosh, and he rips one into right center for another base hit. First baseman keeps on rolling. And the leadoff man is on for Milwaukee. Up next, Ben Sullivan. Taken inside. The Raiders have just been solid all around. Williams, who threw 4 innings scoreless. Defense been rock solid, in the base running has been excellent. Besides that one pickoff in the first, Raiders have not made any slip-ups today. As Sullivan swings 2-0, be fouled out of play. Sullivan's first game of the weekend. Didn't play in the first 2. But now batting out of the 5 spot and behind the dish from Milwaukee. Hitters count to Ben. Hits it the other way. Almost tails away from the right fielder Spears, but he's able to make the grab.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2, Jordan Skolmar.
With one out, man on first. Up steps Jordan Skolmar. Skolmar, another Raiders hitter, have a nice weekend. Highlighted a 2 RBI performance against Webster, going 2 for 4. All teams also heading towards their conference play. Webster next weekend here at Arsenal BG Ballpark, facing the Greenville Panthers in a 3-game set. Last season, Webster swept the SLIAC tournament, punching their ticket to the regionals. And despite winning against the Raiders in their first game, the Raiders were the ones to end their season. The pitch to Skolmar. That one given a ride to left field. And it goes over the head of Yuskowicz. Skolmar heads into second with another double. Holding up at 3 is Hoyer, and there's one gone, 2 men in scoring position. Charlie Kloss getting some deja vu. Saw a similar situation earlier. 1 out, 2 men on. Both at second and third. Hit a sac fly his last time up. He may do it again. Straightaway center. Tagging up from 3 is Hoyer. There will be no play at the plate. And it is 5-0 Milwaukee.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4, Kyle Mayberry.
2 sac flies on the day for Charlie. And they make it 4 straight innings with at least 1 run for the Raiders. Mayberry looking to tack on even more with 2 outs. Starting to see a bit of a spark in the Hanover bullpen. No one throwing yet, but unlike the last 4 innings, it was actually populated. The 3-0 to Mayberry. Takes it away for ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued to the DH. And now out of the 9-hole. Coming up, Teo Greco. First pitch in there. Lloyd most certainly wants to face Greco here as Christian Bosk stands on deck. Top of the lineup has really had Lloyd's number today. As Greco takes a big hack. Count 0-2 to the shortstop. Lloyd trying to limit the damage. That one skied out of play. Count stays the same. The 0-2 just inside. Saw some of the infielders for Hanover going back to the dugout thinking that was a strike. Instead, the count sits at 1-2. And another one missing the zone. Back-to-back pitches Lloyd thought he should have had. Twos across the board for the shortstop. And it hits him on the elbow piece. And there are ducks on the pond for Christian Bosk.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 20, Christian Bosk.
Still no one anywhere close to ready in the Hanover bullpen. You're going to expect Dylan to get out of this one himself. We'll try to slow him down a bit with a mound visit. Mid-60s here in Sauget. The wind providing a bit of a breeze. Honestly, it's needed with that sun shine down bright onto Arsenal BG Ballpark. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Tomorrow, maybe not as much, but today it is. So the bases are still loaded. Christian Bosk with 2 outs. They're trying to tack on even more in the 5th. And that ball is thrown away. A pickoff attempt at first doesn't work. And another run scores. It's now 6-0 Milwaukee. Good block by goalie behind the dish. Don't want to give up a free 7th. Already have a dangerous hitter at the plate. The 1-0 is in there. The 1-1. That one popped up on the right side, going towards the Hanover bullpen. Will be out of play. A 2-strike count on Bosk. 2 men in scoring position. Hit the other way. And a diving catch by Fox Spears out and right. The wind carries it a bit more than he would have liked. Lloyd gets out of the inning, but the Raiders with another 2-spot. 4 straight innings of scoring for Milwaukee as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Score now 6-0. Yuskowicz, the leadoff man, will take to the plate to start the fifth. As Williamson enters his fifth inning of work. Hanover's had some trouble on the base paths, but have been unable to capitalize on those chances. Well, Williamson's only given up 2 hits. He's given up quite a lot of hit by pitches, walks, just a lot of free passes. But when it's mattered the most, he's been able to shut the door with runners in scoring position. 2-1, big cut and a miss. 90 on that fastball from Eric. The 2-2. Fouled off. Yuskowicz goes down swinging. Throw to first will be in time. It's another punch out for Williamson.
Now batting, third baseman, number 6, Trey Peppinger.
Trey Pippinger up next. Playing at the hot corner. First pitch ripped to second, but Bosk is right there for it. First pitch out. And there's 2 gone. Starting the bottom of the 5th. Jack Schaefer, last chance in this inning. First one, another line out, this time to Hoyer. And a quick 1-2-3 for Eric Williamson as we head to the top of the 6th. Milwaukee leads 6-0. Sixth inning for Dylan Lloyd. 4th time against the Raiders' order. The core of their lineup starting with 2-hole A.J. Lay. He sends one out of play. The 0-1 nearly clips him. Stay tuned after this matchup. Hanover will play one final game against the Webster University Gorlocks. Gorlocks with one win and one loss on the tournament. So there's a line out to left field. Nice track by Yuskowicz.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 25, Jake Franks.
Milwaukee putting themselves in a nice position to sweep the Invitational. A 14-4 victory over the Gorlocks yesterday. And a 7-5 win over Oshkosh just a few hours ago. Put them at 2-0 before coming into this one, now leading 6-0 into the 6th inning. And the Panthers have simply had no momentum. Had a lot of guys on, but only 2 hits to their name, just unable to drive anyone in. Williamson, whenever he's shown cracks, he does not fold under pressure. Milwaukee on a 4-frame scoring streak as Franks sends one into right field. It'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting,
Took a high skip on center fielder Schaefer.
Camden Hoyer.
But a man is on for Camden Hoyer. That one was roped 100 off the bat. You gotta watch out for the speed from Milwaukee as well. They can easily swipe some bases. Coming into the Invitational, over 10 games, they swiped 25 bases. The 0-1 giving a ride to center, going deep to the track at the wall, and it's gone. Another homer for Camden Hoyer. Have yourself a weekend. Hoyer now a triple shy of the cycle. And it's 8-0 Raiders.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Ben Sullivan.
And with a clean slate, up steps Ben Sullivan. Trying to start up another rally. The 0-1. Does he go around? He does. So Lloyd still out there. He's given up 8 runs through 6, and there's nobody in the bullpen. It's a sharp grounder over to short. Throw to first is in time. No crooked numbers, just consistent scoring for Milwaukee. Only 0 spot in the first inning. Going 1-2, 1-2-2 in their frames. Skolmar tries to lean into that pitch. Falls in for a strike. The 1-1. Grounded down the left side, fair. Skolmar looking for his third triple as it heads into the Raiders bullpen. It will be called dead. A 2-out double. Baton passed off to Charlie Kloss.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 1, Charlie Kloss.
The 1-0 downstairs. Let's see if Kloss swings 2-0. He'll take it for a strike. Kloss has driven in 2 runs on 2 sac flies. No chance yet for a sacrifice. What am I saying? There's 2 outs. There wouldn't be. Skolmar will be running on the crack of the bat. It's the outfield. Could score a 9th for Milwaukee. Runner takes off. Throw down. Will not be in time. Count is now full. 9th run just 90 feet away. Here's the payoff. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Throw down will be in time. But another 2 tacked on thanks to a 2-run shot from Camden Hoyer. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Score now 8-0 Raiders. In an 8-0 ball game, which pitcher would you expect to be pulled first? That's right. So a team that has not given up a run has been, or excuse me, Eric Williamson's day is done. Peter 80 on the mound for the Raiders after Eric goes 5 innings scoreless. In line for the win. 1-0 gets through the infield, and Spears puts himself on base.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Josh Simpson.
Times was a bumpy road for Williamson. He always came through in the clutch, picking up some big-time punch-outs. And with this being Milwaukee's last game of the Invitational, they can use as much of their bullpen as they want. They have not had to turn to many relief pitchers. The 0-1 popped up in foul ground. Getting under is the first baseman, Boyer, and he's got it. Through 3 games,
Now batting, the designated hitter,
80 is just the 3rd relief pitcher for the Raiders. Williamson, Jackson, and Brzezinski. 3 starters for the Raiders have had excellent outings. The hitters have been helping them out just the same. It's been a great weekend for Milwaukee. Got a few more innings to shut the door on Hanover. The 2-1 to Brittingham. That's called a foul ball or a hit by pitch. It's a foul ball hit off the knob. It's the second time we've seen that this game. Ben didn't even check his swing. Just found an unfortunate spot. And the count is at 2 apiece. Swings at one, low and away, in foul ground, over towards the bullpen, and a diving catch. Wow. What a grab out and right by Jordan Skolmer.
now batting, the catcher, number 30, Keegan Goalie.
That was not an easy play. Had to go over both mounds in the Hanover bullpen. Sliding into the wall to make the catch. My goodness. Last chance on the inning, Keegan Gully. First pitch downstairs. The 1-0. Also low. Fouled off. Gully still looking for his first collegiate hit. The freshman has started 3 games this year. despite not recording a hit in 7 at-bats, he has had a few free passes. 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches. Scoring 3 runs over those 3 games. The 2-2 hits him. So he'll add on to that hit by pitch total.
Now batting. Oh, wait. Who's that pitch hitter? Now batting, the second baseman, number 13, Gavin Heiner.
Senior Gavin Heiner coming in to pinch hit for Jake Ralph. First pitch, big cut and a miss. Heiner's only had 1 at bat this season. The 0-1 high in the air in right field. It will go foul. Gavin, a 4-year member of the Panthers organization. 6 hits over 40 at-bats. Club 2 homers in 2024. Count 0-2. In there, strike 3. 80 with the backwards K to end off the 6th. We'll be right back. Milwaukee will start the inning with a pinch hitter, Jaden Despy. First collegiate at-bat for Jaden. He takes the next pitch inside. Both teams starting to throw the subs out. 2-0 swing and a miss. Again, Lloyd, despite giving up 8 runs over 6 innings, still in this game. Not coming out very soon, as just now seeing some Panthers run out to the bullpen. And Despy up in the count, 3-1. Here's the pitch. In there. Lloyd bringing the count to full. Here's the payoff. Tipped in the mitt for strike 3. Despy goes down. There's 1 away.
Now batting, number 0, Vance Kurokawa.
Another freshman coming in. First pitch swinging deep to right field, at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. First collegiate home run for Vance Kurokawa. Just his second hit in college, and he sends it over the right field fence, making it now 6 straight frames of scoring for Milwaukee. Back to the top of the line with Christian Bosk. And again, the key for Milwaukee in the first 2 games was putting up 1 crooked number. However you look at the scoreboard now, 0-1-2, 1-2-2-1. Not an inning with 3 or more. Yet they've stayed consistent. The pitching has been excellent for the Raiders. Boss goes down swinging.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 13, AJ Lay.
You don't usually see pitchers facing a team 5th time through the order. But here we are. 2 outs, blank slate, upsets AJ Lay. The 1-0 to right field, be foul and out of play. The 1-1. Grounded up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. AJ Lay keeps the inning going with another hit on the day.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 25, Jake Franks.
With Jake Franks up to the plate, we'll have a pinch runner on for Lay.
Ladies and gentlemen, pitch right now for the Milwaukee School Veterinarian, number 47,
Riley Camp. Camp has already been used a few times as a pinch runner. Still has not seen an at-bat. First pitch in the turf. Breeze still blowing out to right field. Stayed that way since this morning. Almost at the peak temperature today, though. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw down will be into the outfield. Kemp holds up at 2, though. And 3 appearances on the paths. This is 4th stolen base. Kemp has some wheels. The 1-2. Just outside. Kemp will be running on the crack of the bat. The 2-2 offering. Downstairs. The count now full. Man in scoring position. 2 gone. Here's the payoff. Away for ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 33, Camden Hoyer.
The baton handed off to the man of the hour, Camden Hoyer. Hit a homer his last time up. He's had one heck of a weekend. We'll try to tack on even more. First pitch down low. Both runners take off. No throw anywhere. And 2-0 with an open base at first. I just walk him, try to cut down that 10th run at home. That'll hit him. A hit by pitch will load the bases for Ben Sullivan.
Now batting, the catcher, number 22, Jace Horton.
Oh, looks like we'll have a pinch hitter, Jace Horton, on for Sullivan. First pitch takes it down the gut. The 0-1. Swing and tipped in the mid. The freshman down the count, 0-2. Here it comes. Chopper over to the right side. Going to be a close play. And there won't be any play at first. And the 10th run crosses for the Raiders. And the inning goes on. We're waiting for a pinch hitter, it seems like. Come in, Jorge Mateos. Excuse me, Jorge Matos. The freshman, Jorge Matos, coming on. We'll have a mound visit. It looks like we'll have a call to the bullpen. So after 6 2/3, Lloyd's day is done. Made a lot of innings for Hanover. We'll be right back. Wyatt Rowe, new man on the mound for Hanover.
Jorge Matos.
First pitch to Jorge will be away.
This guy? Yes, that guy. Stop someone short.
Another freshman in. Making his first collegiate at bat. Takes a big hack. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Matos down the count, the 1-2. A good take. Quality at bat for the freshman. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 2-2. Taken away, a good eye. Great stop behind the dish by goalie as well, preventing an 11th run. So nowhere for Matos to go. Bases juiced. 2 gone. Here's the payoff. Away for ball 4. First plate appearance is an RBI walk for Jorge Matos. And it's 11-0 Raiders.
Now batting, number 37, Cole Vandervelde.
Cole Vandervelde, another pinch hitter this inning for Milwaukee. A freshman out of Evanston. Another one taking his first collegiate at-bat. First pitch swing and foul into the lot. Hanover still one more to play after this one. They'll be facing off against the Webster University Gorlocks, who are 1-1 in their invitational. Pitch downstairs. Both scores have been the same this weekend for Webster. They lost 14-4, then won 14-4. So there's a chopper to the right side, foul. Rojas Vandervelde in a 2-2 count. Looking to stop the bleeding. First 3 or more spot of the game for Milwaukee. Just consistent scoring all game for the Raiders. A good takedown low, brings the count to full. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. Cole keeps it going. Came in to pinch hit with ducks on the pond for his first collegiate at-bat. It's been a good battle against Rowe. The 3-2. That one drilled to right field, going back to the track at the wall, and it's off the base of the wall. Run scores. Incomings to second. Being waved around is a third. And it's a 2-out base clearing double from Cole Vandervelde in his first collegiate AB.
Now batting, number 35, Jaden Despy.
Goes back around to Jaden Despy. Despy, who came in to pinch hit earlier, making his collegiate debut. Nearly an all-freshman team out there to take the field in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 to Despy. Popped up on the right side of the infield. Will go out to the bullpen and won't be playable. Freshman down the count, 1-2. Looking for his first collegiate hit. Here's the pitch. That one drilled up Broadway, but just a few steps over for the center fielder Schaefer will end the inning, but the damage has been done. A 6 spot put up by the Raiders and their freshmen as they send us to the bottom of the 7th, score 14-0. Hanover has been held scoreless all day. Needs to score at least 5 to keep this game going. So a lot of freshmen out on the field for the Raiders. Coming in for this starting lineup. Leading things off will be Trevor Jones out of the 9-hole. Up in the count, 3-0. And it's inside for ball 4. So on 4 pitches, Jones will take his base.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 45, Alec Yuskovich.
Need to start some kind of train here. Back to the top of the line with Alec Yuskovich. Struggling to find the zone. 6 straight balls. Make it 7. Alec also up in the count, 3-0. First strike of the inning. Back-to-back walks. 9 total pitches. Solid start for Hanover. See if they can keep it going.
Number 6, Trey Pippinger.
Pippinger up next, playing at the hot corner. The 1-0 big hack. Hanover's been held to just 3 hits this afternoon. Talk about how many free passes Williamson gave up. Yeah, came up big in those vital spots. With men in scoring position for the Panthers. Another 3-ball count. Panthers looking for 3 straight walks. It's a big swing and a miss from Trey. First 2-strike count on the inning. Men on first and second, no one out. Here's the payoff. In the turf for ball 4. And just like that, we'll have a call to the bullpen for the Raiders after 3 walks to start the frame. We'll be right back. Morgan Davis on the mound for the Raiders. Herring bases loaded, no one out. Facing the heart of the Hanover order, starting with Jack Schaefer. And he'll hit a runner in. First run of the game scored on the 4th free pass of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 0, Fox Spears.
3 walks and a hit by pitch to start the frame. It's a short grounder, and it's off the glove of Davis into foul ground, so that'll be another run. Of 14-2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Josh Simpson.
Over 23 innings before coming into this one. Davis, striking out 14, has given up 22 walks and 11 hit by pitches in his career. Sophomore's given up 34 runs over those 23 innings. Trying to shut the door on Hanover. One to Simpson. Nearly hits him, but Josh gets out of the way. The 2-1. Hit the other way. He'll now get down for a base hit. Hanover continues to go station to station. And do you feel that in the air? Something has changed. Still no outs on the inning. We'll have another call to the bullpen. Both pitchers unable to record it out in the 7th. And Ducks are still on the pond. We'll be right back. Dan Rosenberg, all the way from California, making his collegiate debut. And like the man before him, inherits the bases loaded and no one out. Six straight players aboard for the Panthers to start the to start the seventh. Up now, Ben Brittingham. It is going to be very interesting if this game does go into the eighth. Got to remember the Raiders using a lot of their freshmen. So most of their starting lineup gone for the game, cannot come back. Have to rely on them through the final few frames. Pitch to Brittingham. Chopped foul. Curl just low of the zone. Oh no, it hits it for strike three, excuse me. Didn't see the signal, but picking up his first K is Rosenberg. His first batter he sees in his collegiate career. Gets him looking. Up next, Keegan Gully. Ball nearly gets away. Just saying he went around. The 0-1 big hack. Goalie down the count, 0-2. The freshman looking for back-to-back Ks. And he'll get it. Bringing down the hammer.
Now batting, second baseman.
The Panthers
Gavin Heiner.
down to their final out. Gavin Heiner steps in. Replaced Jake Ralph last inning. First pitch in the zone. The 0-1. Nearly clips him. Stay tuned after this game. Webster will take on Hanover. It's another one gets away. Now 14-4. The 2-1 from Rosenberg. Sharp grounder to second. Throw to one, and that'll do it. The Raiders sweep the Webster Invitational, and for the second time, they win 14-4, this time in only 7 innings. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Gorlock Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanek, and stay tuned in half an hour. The Hanover College Panthers will play one final match against your Webster University Gorlocks. Thank you so much.